Eunice Jefferies, Director of Government and Community Relations at Oakland Community College.
How did you become involved with the Downtown Development Authority?
Well, OCC has a campus right here in Southfield, and so we have a firm commitment to the communities in which we reside to really be embedded in the community. So it just naturally made sense that the college is represented within the organization.
Tell us where you're from, your background,
So I grew up in Detroit. I went to Murray Wright High School. And after that, I went to Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee, and I majored in accounting and business administration. Came back home to Michigan, raised my family. I have 3 children. I earned an MBA from Northwood University. And currently, I am on the Board of Regents of Eastern Michigan University, where I served as board chair for 3 years.
Considering your career and all your accomplishments, what's the absolute best piece of advice that you've been given?
You know what? It actually came from Southfield, Michigan, former Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence. And it was when my oldest daughter, when I had just given birth to her, and I was really deciding if I was going to go back into the workplace or not. And happened to have the privilege to have a conversation with her. And what she said made such a difference. She said, no matter what you decide to do, if you decide to stay home or come back to the workplace, don't guilt yourself about that decision. Just make the decision, and if it doesn't work out, then make the other decision and go the other way, but don't do it out of guilt. And I think that was really just some really helpful advice to me.
What do you see as the most significant trends or developments in your particular industry right now?
Yeah, so in community college, people are starting to finally understand it's really the best value in town, right? And that's almost for everyone. If you've just completed your high school career and you're not sure where you want to go, or maybe you are sure where you want to go, doing some time at a community college, you save money, and you can transfer those credits. And so I think the trend is that now the light bulb for people in terms of workforce development, upskilling, just, refreshing some of the skills that they have in the workplace. People are starting to understand that a community college is kind of the go-to place for that, for low cost, pretty local to residents when they decide to do that. So we're starting to see a trend where people are embracing that, and we're grateful for that. That community college students, first of all, even when they transfer at 4-year institutions, they're more likely to persist and to complete, and especially with our workforce development programs where you get credentials for the workplace, we have a great story to tell in terms of completion of our students.
Oh, that's nice. Now, what are you looking forward to seeing happen in Southfield's historic district here?
Just more of what we've already experienced, places to go, places to entertain and get business taken care of at all price points, and kind of a one-stop shop where, you can drop off your dry cleaning, you can grab a bite to eat, you can do a little bit of shopping, so just more of the same of what we've come to know and appreciate about Southfield and the Downtown Development Authority. It's generational history here for up-and-coming African Americans. And you're right, it's been a destination city. It's very diverse. I mean, there's some pretty well-known athletes and all of that to come out of here. And now we can look, and it's 2-3 generations ago. I mean, we didn't talk about it, but I actually worship in Southfield. So this is a place that I see probably 4 to 6 times a week.
As far as your involvement with the DDA, what lured you or attracted you to being a part of the board? What was that about?
So my colleague, who is an OCC employee, is actually involved with the DDA.
Okay.
And just because of the culture of OCC, we try to support one another in experiences and the things that they do that are an extension of the college. So in my role as government and community relations, I am committed to making investments and keeping a presence of the college connected to the community. So I support my colleague, who is actually the person that serves and gives of her time on the DDA.
When it comes to businesses coming to the city of Southfield, what have you noticed in that?
It's been steady. And I think what I enjoy the most is driving through Southfield and I say, oh, that they have one of those now here, you can go here, that type of thing. You see new businesses pop up and it makes you want to stop by. And so I think it's been constant. I think it's been a steady stream of new businesses, new kinds of businesses, restaurants. You can get almost any kind of cuisine that you can think of right here in Southfield. And to your point, old school or no school, there's some people that still want to go to the original House of Pancakes, but then there's some people that want to try some of the newer, the Mediterranean restaurants, or believe it or not, Wingstop is a big destination for people.
Oh, so, that whole little strip. Yeah. It was the CK Mediterranean. Yes. It's just good to see activities, people doing things here in Southfield.
Right. And it looks like it's sustainable. I mean, to your point, you see people there day and night.
Yes.
And so that's what I see about businesses in Southfield. Like I said, it's a lot of just natural go-to. There's a dress shop that literally, that's most high school seniors, that's one of their first stops when they're prom dress shopping. And it's a very well-known establishment. And so I just see stability in the businesses that have been here, and then I see steady growth of new businesses.
Nice. Now, we've mentioned an event that happens every year, and it's like the library area, the civic center, all of that becomes a big Hart Plaza, if you will.
Yes, it does.
It's Southfield's Hart Plaza.
That's
and
right.
What's that event called?
That is our beloved sister, Kimmy Horn, comes to town and takes care of the crowd and entertains us all. And if you don't know anything else about Southfield, I think we all know that Kimmy Horn will land right here in Southfield once a year, close to the end of the summer.
Now you see how it perked you up. You were just you stared the camera down and everything. It's truly it's truly an event.
Yeah. And a shout out to her for always staying grounded and coming back and giving us her all.
What would you say to small businesses that would consider Southfield?
First of all, the density of people here and the diverse community that it is. It's a great cross section from age. All generations are here, thriving, doing well. Southfield is a walkable city, and we know that walkable cities are healthier cities. It's a cross section of all levels of wage earners, business owners here.
Yes.
One thing that I don't think we talk about enough is that there's no income tax here for wage owners. You can work here, you can live here, and there's no income tax. And I think that that is a huge benefit, particularly to business owners. And if I'm not mistaken, and you can check with your DDA director, Molly, but if I'm not mistaken, there are Renaissance zones located in the city of Southfield, which would be helpful to new businesses if you have the maps and kind of understand how Renaissance zones operate through the state of Michigan. Yes. So for all those reasons and many more, I would highly encourage businesses to take a look at Southfield. So I guess something else I would say to business owners is that you would be in a community of your own, of entrepreneurs that, are working hard and understand the value of a dollar. There's a real strong sense of community here where businesses look out for one another. There's always a local tie. All of those things are things that should attract business owners to this area where you're not lost in a sea of other larger businesses. Yes. So there's a really strong sense of community here from a customer base as well as being a community of other entrepreneurs. Yeah.
If you could envision a next big change for the city, like a big addition, what would that look like to you?
Let's see here. You're saying a big change in addition to the wonderful art that's placed throughout the city, in addition to the fact that it's a walkable community, in addition to all the great schools that come with Southfield Public Schools, in addition to the great real estate, in addition to the cross-section of businesses to patronize, what is the next big thing? I don't know. In addition to all of those wonderful things, I kind of feel like Southfield is the total package right now. I mean, a makerspace maybe would be great to have located here, or a true partnership of first responders, with OCC and some of the programs that we offer at our Auburn Hills campus, maybe to I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's great that we could even think of the unthinkable.
That's right.
And bring it into reality. Because there's so many things that have actually taken. I mean, candidly speaking, who'd have thought that Northland would come back, right? Mm-hmm. So that took vision. That took a buy-in. I think Costco, was the first big thing that happened in this new Northland property. Yeah. And they're doing amazing business.
Yeah, the tenacity to really keep this community thriving and sustainable is noticed.